My friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna tell you passive voice in 16 sentences. You know what is passive voice? Passive voice sentence where the object is subjected to an action by subject. And I think you don't understand what I'm talking about because it's a little difficult to understand. English is so hard. If you don't understand, just watch this video. After understanding the above understanding, we just see the formula of it used in the following 16 tenses. But I just tell you 3 tenses: simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Don't worry, I will give you formula of another tenses. Let me start in simple present tense. I will give you some example in the active and the passive voice. The active formula is subject verb 1 verb 1 plus s or es plus object, and the passive is object to be verb 3 plus by plus subject. This is the example. In the active voice, my mom sells the trouser and jumper, and the passive voice is the trouser and jumpers are sold by mom. Look the structure. My mom as a subject, sells as a verb 1, trouser and jumper as an object. In the passive voice, an object to be in subject. So we put the trouser and the jumper in the first of sentence. The trouser and jumpers as an object plus to be are plus verb 3 sold plus by and my mom as an object, or we put my mom in the end of the sentence. This is the simple present perfect. Simple present tense. And now simple past tense. This is the formula of simple past tense. Active, subject plus verb 2 plus object. Passive, object plus verb or verb plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. This is the example of simple past tense. In the active voice, in the passive voice. In the active voice, Johan ate a candy floss. In the passive voice is a candy floss was eaten by Johan. Let's get start and let's get see the structure. Johan is subject, ate a verb 2, a candy floss as an object. If we put in the passive voice, we put in candy floss in the first of the sentence, a candy floss as an object, and we put in the beginning of sentence was or were plus verb 3 plus by and plus subject. This is the simple past tense. And this is simple future tense. And this is the formula of simple future tense. Subject will verb 1 plus object, and the passive is object will be verb 3 by subject. This is an example of the active sentence. We will spend our time for learning English. In the passive, our time will be spent by us for learning English. Let's see the structure of this sentence. We, as a subject, will spend as a verb 1. Our time is an object, and learning English is an adjective. So adjective in the same place, but object to be a subject and the subject to be an object and a passive. Remember that. So a time as a subject, even it is an object we put in the beginning of the sentence. It's like to be a subject, right? It is passive voice. So will be verb 3 by and subject. Subject to be an object and following English as an adjective. So this is the simple future tense. That is present perfect tense. The active and the passive formula in there. And the example is I have swept my house floors. It is the active and the passive is my house floors has been swept by me. There is present perfect continuous tense. The formula in there. The example is active Simon has been watching the TV since 5 hours ago. And the passive is the TV has been watched by Simon since 5 hours ago. There is present continuous tense, active and passive formula in there. The example is in the active I'm writing letter. The passive is the letter is being written by me. There is past perfect tenses. The active and passive formula in there. The example is Uhud had done his homework yesterday. And the passive example is Uhud's homework had been done by him yesterday. There is past, future, perfect, continuous tense, active and passive formula in there. The example is an active sentence. They would have been opening the curtain before they post came. And the passive is the curtain would have been be opened by them before they post came. There is future continuous tense, active and passive formula in there. Example, active sentence is the student will be finishing their homework if they have been at the school. And the passive sentence is their homework will be being finished by the student at the school. This is future perfect tense, active and passive formula in there. The example is active sentence I will have done my task on Monday next week. The passive is my task will have been done by me on Monday next week. This is future perfect continuous tense. The formula active and passive voice in there. The example is In active voice, Izzy Simpson will have been swimming in the pool next year. The passive sentence is the pool will have been swum by Izzy Simpson next year. There is past continuous tense. The formula of active and passive voice in there. The example is in active sentence, Tanya was cooking meal in the kitchen. The passive voice is meal were being cooked by Tanya in the kitchen. This is past perfect continuous tense. The passive and active voice formula in there. The example is active sentence. Tika has been building the snow since 1 hour ago. The passive sentence is the snow had been being built by Tika since 1 hour ago. And this is past future tense, the formula of active and passive voice in there. The example of this past future tense is in active sentence, I would buy the new shoes. The passive voice is the new shoes would be bought by me. This is past future continuous tense. The active and passive voice formula in there. The example is in active sentence, Rama would be seeing Sinta for a long time. And the passive voice is Sinta would be being seen by Rama for a long time. So there is an explanation of active and passive voice. I can convey. Hopefully can be easy to understood and hopefully useful. If all of you see any errors in this video, please be justified. If there are still less in this video, please comment bottom of this video. Thanks.